Do you feel stuck in your job and wondering what else is out there for you and not sure what it is you want or could be doing instead?
Maybe you've been hopping from job to job without any satisfaction, maybe lacking purpose and a sense of direction for a while now. We really want to help you understand that when it comes to you and your career, even if you have too many ideas or not enough ideas, we have hope for you.
If this sounds like you, trust us, you are so not alone.
Hey, I'm Sophie.
And I'm Rebecca, and between the two of us, we have combined 14 years of experience as professional career coaches, helping people who are dissatisfied and feeling stuck in their work to get clarity on what it is they want to do and have the confidence to go out and make it happen.
We've helped hundreds of clients, maybe thousands between us, to build their dream career, and we're here to help you too. So this is our first video. Bear with us. This is our new YouTube channel, and we're excited to be here. So in today's video, we're going to just give you a high-level overview of where you can start if you're feeling stuck in your career. But be sure to subscribe if you want to learn more and come back, as we'll be diving into in a lot more detail the topics that we cover today.
And we want you to imagine that instead of feeling stuck in your career like you are right now, that you have total clarity on what it is that you want, that you feel confident in what you need to do to go out and make it happen, and that you have a sense of purpose in what it is that you're wanting to achieve every day.
What if we told you you could achieve all of this while maintaining healthy work-life balance and making the money that you want? And no, you don't have to start at the bottom or burn yourself out trying to get there.
I don't believe you.
Nah.
It might feel impossible right now, and if it does, that's totally okay. That's really normal, and trust us, it's actually not impossible. If you're even a bit curious, stick around. We're gonna get into why you're most likely feeling stuck in your career, and then we're gonna have some actionable stuff you can do right away to start getting unstuck.
So let's start by diving into 3 of the most common root causes as to why you feel stuck. So the first cause is that there is a mismatch between the traditional education that most of us have received and the current job market.
We're prepared for a system that no longer exists. We're taught to live our career like a train track, when in reality, it's more helpful for a career to look like a sailboat. So let me explain what I mean by this. Let me explain. The train track career is where our career is something that we start after high school or after we've graduated university. We go into a job and then we work our way up a career. Maybe you could also think of it as a ladder in a company. Maybe we change jobs 2 or 3 times, but we're generally staying on the same career path until retirement. And we have a path in front of us that's laid out with nice progression, higher salaries, we go along, newer title, all that good stuff. However, the reality of today's world of work is that it's very different than it used to be, and this train track image of a career isn't really relevant, and it's nearly impossible to achieve these days. So instead, it's more helpful to think of our career like a sailboat. So that's where you still have an end goal in mind, but you're sailing to get there, and the goal might change. And you're also able to pivot and adapt as the tides change and the winds change. So as things like technology change, or companies rise and fall, the economy changes, political changes, anything like that, where you're able to adapt and pivot. But there's still something that connects everything together that you're doing. And there is a direction that you do want to head in.
Exactly, I agree 100%, which brings us to the second root cause, which is that with the overwhelming amount of information and options available, it's easy to feel paralyzed by analysis paralysis.
There's something like 60,000 different job titles out there these days, and most of us haven't even heard of what all of those things are, not even close. And so there's so many options to choose from. And when there's more than 2 or 3 options, we tend to just freeze up and get paralyzed as humans. And this is where the term analysis paralysis comes from. So again, if you're feeling stuck just because you're overwhelmed by all the options out there, that's totally normal.
So the third root cause we want to talk about today is fear. So we all love fear. So fear,
Gotta love it.
yeah, fear plays a huge role. Fear of the unknown, fear of failure, fear of choosing the wrong option in the face of so many options, and even the fear of starting over. So if you feel this way, it's totally understandable, and it's normal to want to avoid these feelings, to avoid these fears, but really the avoidance of these fears is what keeps us stuck.
Are you feeling a bit overwhelmed right now, perhaps? That's totally okay. You're already taking your first steps towards clarity just by watching this video and becoming aware of what it is that's keeping you stuck.
You've already started these steps, and really now that you have awareness comes choice. And at this point, you can choose to remain stuck by not taking action, or you can choose to use what you've learned and start moving forward. And we want to help you with this. We want to give you 3 specific action steps that you can take right away so that you can get more clarity and move past at least a little inch or 2 past these root causes that keep you stuck.
For root cause number 1, we talked about our traditional mindset that we tend to carry about what our career should look like versus the reality of what a career could look like, and probably is more likely to be successful in today's world of work, something less traditional. So to start with, we want you to
I want you to too.
Do you want them to? Okay, we want you to get out your journal and reflect on a couple questions. The first question is who you compare yourself to in your career currently. Write down a few names. And then we want you to ask yourself, do those people actually have what you want for your career? So one thing I've found is that a lot of my clients, when they do this, they'll realize that they're comparing themselves to people who perhaps have more traditional jobs, but they don't actually want that. So if that's you, this is likely a reason that you're feeling stuck. You're comparing yourself to people who don't actually have what you want. Next, to figure out more what it is you really want, we want you to journal down 3 names of people who inspire you in their career or who you look up to or admire. And then write out what are the things in their careers that you admire or that inspire you. And this will give you clues to what it is that you're wanting.
And when it comes to analysis paralysis, the second root cause we were talking about, it's usually a sign that you're ahead of where you should be on the career clarity journey. You're trying to make decisions when really the first step is taking a step back and looking at your skills, your strengths, your values, what truly drives you. Being really honest with yourself about this kind of stuff, because that's missing information that you really need in order to make a decision on what to do next in your career.
Root cause number 3 that we talked about is your fears that are keeping you stuck. So one thing you can action right away on this is to simply name what your fears are. List them out. And by naming them, they take away their power, and you can also start to challenge them and ask, is this fear 100% true? Do I absolutely know this will happen? And this will start to give you a bit of a different perspective. So for example, common fear, I'll have to start at the bottom. Is it absolutely true that you'll have to start at the bottom? Probably not. You might not have to start at the bottom. Another common fear is I'll end up wasting time. Do you 100% know that you'll end up wasting time? Or I'll fail. That's another common one. Do you 100% know that you'll fail? What if you succeed?
Oh yeah. So please remember that everyone's journey is unique. So we also encourage you to remember to take one step at a time, and we'll support you through this process.
Thank you so much for joining our very first video. We're really excited that you're here. If you want more content like this, be sure to click the subscribe button, give us a follow, share this with someone you know who is also feeling stuck in their career, and stay tuned for more content.
See you in the next video. We did it. I think this could be.